Prosper turned out to be a nice guy and we chatted a bit. It's time for the last final round and I am 3-0 in this daily. It's the dream start and what I really wanted for this first daily that will set the tone for the rest of the tournament. There is a special thing in the dailies. For some reason you can tell who you will play in the last round. So when the results come up, number 1 always matches up against number 2, number 3 against number 4, number 5 against 6, etc. for the last round, and only in the last round. You see here I've matched up against number 3 despite me being number 1, which is a bit weird, but it's the case and it might be useful. I will try to split the last round for the QPs. And that sometimes works, it sometimes not work. People don't usually cheat you for it. Here I have 3 Gatecrash boosters that I will offer for the split. And I want to know what you think about that, because yeah, it might really disappoint you. I have to think about you guys that actually watch my videos. But getting 3 QP is 1/5 of what I need for the MOX. So I'm going to suggest the split, and I'm going to offer an unfavorable split for myself just to get the 3 QP. And I don't, this is not anything I recommend, but I've looked at the Easter schedule and I will be missing out some days there. So that's what I'm going to do. It doesn't always work. And if he doesn't offer me, if he doesn't agrees to the 3 QP thing, I will play it out. But you might rather prefer that I play it out now that I am at the highest level of Pauper competition that there is nowadays, that there are no premier events. And maybe I'm cheating you on the programming that you expected. And if you think that, tell me. I want you to tell me in the comments to this on YouTube. Tell me, should I split? There will be a lot of situations where I'm 2-1 in the third turn, and their split is very important for the QP. And it becomes a lot harder if you can't split the third round. But and my 0.5 QPs per tournament over a large number of tournaments, it's based on me splitting for the QPs the few times I've needed them. And I've taken the other side of the split as well and lost the last round and split it so the other guy could get the QP. But I will now try to split for the QP, and tell me what you think about that, because I realize that that might be something you don't appreciate. And if you in a majority say that I am not allowed to split in the dailies, I will not split. So tell me what you think. Also, I don't particularly care about the matchup. If I am against elves, maybe I will not consider the split. But I don't expect to run into any elves here. We can actually check what's happening. Deluxeicoff has played. Did he win? If he won, we are probably running into him. And Deluxeicoff lost against Magic Down Under, who he was paired down. So the next character on the list is Sanmaku. He's still playing. Sai is also still playing against Sanmaku. Mephidro has won, so we are going to check out Mephidro. And when I started playing Pauper, when I got on my 4 series, I usually checked out everybody. But that's a lot of work. This guy played Mephidro, played Pauper on here on the 11th of February, and he's been playing a lot of modern since. And I did misclick. Here's a Pauper result deck. Yes. Oh, it's a Club Post deck. That's definitely not anything I want to play out if I'm allowed not to, because I am not good against Cloud Post. The deck is good against Cloud Post, but I suck at playing against Cloud Post, despite my pretentious title for my article on MagicGatheringStrat. So we don't really learn much there. We learned that Mephidro was a Cloud Post player, and that he has 9 points. There will only be 4 or 5 players with 9 points. So this will be a very small selection of players. And actually 4 of them are still playing. TKC55, what about him? He lost against Mephidro. So he's not in the running. And Prosper is not either. So it's xMiMx, Lester Burnham, San Marco and Sai. And I think doing this recon work before the final game is quite important. So I think you should, because that will mentally prepare you what you're going to run into. Sai won his game, so we are checking him out. I'm not sure who ends up on top of the list. Sai is a guy who wins Pauper tournaments all the time, and he is playing Delver. And we are not very scared of this deck. Delver with 4 Vapor Snags, really dead cards against us. Or he will pay dearly for doing that stuff. And his sideboard cards are not very impressive either, so we are not afraid of him, but we will split with him. Because he still has a 30% chance of beating us. And we very much prefer a guaranteed 3 QPs instead of a 70% chance at 3 and a 30% chance of 1. xMiMx Lester Burnham is still going on. And now they are the last ones playing. Hey kids, look at this! Look at this. I'm so excited that I didn't put on the headset. This is me. Winning by 2-0 against xMiMx. And yep, we did take a split. And I told him about the site. And I asked him to do Pauper Walkthroughs with me. So he was said tentatively, is there a word like that? He said maybe yes. So I have emailed him, and there might be a Pauper Walkthroughs of the xMiMx Delver deck. It's quite different from the Messel Delver, but I've talked about it before. It's the aggressive Delver deck version, whereas Messel's is more controlish. So, yeah. And then again, let me know if you want me to split like this. Because now I 4-0 this daily, and I have 3 qualify points. So I'm pretty happy with this, and I might even make my wife happy by actually meeting some relatives during the Easter holiday. Thank you for watching. I'm Dan, and I've been playing Blue-Black Trinket Control. Here is my deck list. I don't have any other deck, not on this account at least. So yeah. And keep watching me trying to qualify for the MOX. And if I actually have 15 QPs before time, I will spend the time grinding Phantom Seals for M13 to get as good a chance to win a sealed, because I actually hate sealed deck and I love drafting. So I need to get over that and actually start playing sealed. Thank you for watching.